Welcome back to NerdFeed Plays. I love you, Colonel Sanders. Right now we're listening to Miriam's gossip about dating a robot.
It's very shocking.
Yeah, and we had a steamy night with Colonel Sanders. That happened too.
I touched his chicken.
Wow. Yeah, you did. Wore his clothes. Got cozy by the fire with him.
He made me breakfast. It was sad and gross.
Indeed. So now we're going to find out where Miriam and Clank stand. Woo.
Nah.
You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Okay, never mind.
Haha, we never get to know, finally.
Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear.
My turn to talk, bitch. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. It got really hot and steamy, and he pulled out his chicken. You what? Nice. Nothing happened that I'm going to tell you, but the emotional connection, wowzers, I hate that word.
Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school.
Says the one fucking a robot.
He's got a vibration function.
They're not fucking, they're skydiving.
If being obsessed
You
with
can do
Colonel
both.
Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right.
Thank you, internal monologue.
After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways.
Oh shit, we fighting.
I guess so. When you arrive at school, you encounter
Hey,
your
Pay,
rivals in
Van
the
Van
quad.
is back.
Oh yeah.
At worst, that your Pay and you're going is Van Van.
That makes sense.
Per
That
perfect.
works.
Oh my
Listen
God.
up, Pay.
Alright, listen up, Pay.
Oh god. Okay. Place well or
Did you? You
Yeah,
didn't?
you said that.
Did you?
You were screaming while I said it.
Oh, oops. Look at my thick ass thighs.
You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact.
I know. It's nice.
Because, you know, he's Pop.
He's dumb as fuck.
What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. I'll have to.
I'm gonna bully the fat kid.
Oh, it's great. I'll order you one up right away.
I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat.
Sure
Look at her
is.
face. She's like, oh hell yeah, I'm ready to drown this fucker in the toilet.
Murder.
You can get your swirly dip too.
Good one.
What?
What?
Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Well, my thighs aren't that thick.
Oh look, it's Nubs.
Shut the fuck up.
Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school?
Look at his biceps.
Maybe. God, my jacket barely fits.
Fat guy and little coat.
Oh no, your horse is coming. There's that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature?
All of the horrors of the universe. You've got some nerve, Tater Thoughts, suggesting I would pick on a defenseless horse. Save me.
Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it.
You clench your fist.
Oh god.
But the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain.
Oh my Nubs.
Not as much pain as I feel.
The darkness of 1,000.
It doesn't look like I can go on cooking like that. I might as well. Just give up.
I'll never give up. Ever.
Oh,
Never give up.
some
Never give up.
cliche
Never
anime
surrender.
bullshit.
And before you ask, this is a JoJo reference.
Yeah, I'm glad you get it.
Colonel Sanders arrived just as it appears things are close to boiling over.
Ooh.
A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on.
Look at her big old sweet eyes. She's so cute with her boobs all pushed up to give more cleavage than she's already got, even though she's like a double D.
Yeah, when she poses like that, her boobs look smaller. When
That's
she's
okay.
got her hands
But
on
look
the
how big her
waist.
butt looks.
Why are we talking about the anatomy of a villainous anime thought?
Because she's hot AF.
She's trying to look cute right now, and she's covering up the cute bits.
She's hot AF, okay? 10 out of 10 would bone again.
Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Tater Thoughts, how's that hand feeling?
I can't feel it.
I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon.
I will not be.
I know I may have,
Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard.
You know, you have a...
I hate you, lady. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive.
Damn right it was, bitch.
What is he doing complimenting her?
Flip. But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? Yeah.
It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. Weeb has fallen in love with the drawing.
That's a lot of words to say. It was bland.
Excuse me, Tater Thoughts. I'm more than capable enough to speak for
That
myself.
pissed off the Colonel, and
Now we lose!
it's sweet. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel. Wait.
I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods.
Suck it, main character, which is also me.
See you inside, Tater Thoughts.
God damn it.
Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is,
Ashley.
you walk across the quad to get some distance.
Stop leaving me.
I can go the distance.
No, you can't.
Oh my god.
In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the
Bitch.
spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages.
We gotta summon a demon. Hell yeah. Get the salt.
Whoa, that's that book? It looks like bad news.
Nobody asked you, Braids. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of
Grimoire.
grimoire. Thank you. But I don't really believe in that magic stuff. Shut the fuck up, Pepe. Nobody asked you, you stupid horse.
A grimoire? Like a book of spells?
I've never seen that
I don't
one
know.
before.
Who would
Have you
spend
never
so much
watched
time
Fairy
decorating
Tail?
a magic book if it weren't
Do
really
you
powerful?
Not fantasy.
Clearly.
I can think of one surefire way to find out. Let's light the book on fire.
Could be.
Huh. You open to a page
Oh, hell yeah.
covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page.
I'm gonna cast it for funsies.
I mean, technically, you do read fantasy because you read the subtitles of the anime that you watch. So.
But I don't watch fantasy anime.
But
Got
yes,
it.
you do.
Like-
No, I don't.
Like-
I could use a spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. Oh, hell yeah. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. Fuck the Colonel.
What?
That's
the
what
whole
you.
point
That's
of this
what.
game
That's the entire
is
point of
to
this
get
game
rid
is
of
to
the guy.
fuck the Colonel.
That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger?
Nah, it's no fun.
Okay, fine. It is drastic. But desperate times call for desperate measures.
They don't. Why are you throwing my bag, bitch?
You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you and a pretty good excuse to try it.
I want to try it.
No!
I want to try it.
No!
But I'm the main
We
character.
came this far!
But I'm the main character.
We want to win.
What are we winning?
You take your friend's
A
advice.
good dickin'.
And put the book away.
We better fucking be winning a good dickin'.
It's almost time for class. Don't you remember we got his meat at the beginning of the game?
Deep fried dickin'.
Not enough.
So Sprinkles is already in the room waiting for the students to arrive. You got a taste and now you need more.
Yep.
The prodigal dog returns.
He clears his voice to make a quick announcement.
I want you all to know, I feel something of a dog moment coming on. But I assure you, it's nothing to be afraid of. Just a little red rocket. Just a little red rocket.
No.
His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. Do we give him old homework or?
No, we're gonna see what I want to wait to see what happens.
Oh boy.
I want to wait to see what happens. I'm the main character in this story.
Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses in
There's
on
a
the window.
squirrel.
I
The
bet you
room
money
is
there's a
deadly
squirrel
silent.
out there.
Miss Puma.
Ouch.
When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside.
He's gonna go right
We're
out that
gonna
window.
lose our teacher.
Yep.
Sprinkles turns feral and he runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel
Woof.
outside.
Wolf, goddammit. Come down here, squirrel. I'll take you. Terrence! I told you never to come back here, Terrence. I will destroy you, Terrence.
Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off
Borky
his
boy,
face.
borky boy, borky.
Squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence?
You better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again.
Chock full of nuts.
After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his
They're
professorial tone.
I apologize for the outburst.
You're just a good little puppy.
This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Tater Thoughts,
Uh-oh.
for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see,
Don't lick your balls in public.
But before he could go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class.
Stop fucking the robot.
oh my god, did you oil inside of me?
Oh my goodness.
I thought you were wearing protection.
Said, not in my hair, I have a date tonight. Sprinkles is interrupted by words and sparks coming from the back.
Oh, they fucking.
I told you to save it for after
They
class.
fucking. They fucking.
You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger?
They fucking.
Miriam and Clink appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clink's language of mechanical noises. But no, you had to show off your cool kid friends Jeff and Joan. J&J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend.
What?
Why does the robot look constipated?
I mean, have you ever tried to pass anything as a robot?
Triangles are the
I've
strongest shape, don't you know?
You're really good at that.
Yeah, well that doesn't make it a great date.
Oh, she's crying. And he's mad.
Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain. Or off a cliff for all I care.
Sad beep.
I will not accept that language in this arena. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks.
Oh God! You killed him!
Oh my god.
No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank.
Oh.
She don't want to put his robot dick in her mouth. Oh.
Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. He eats people.
Probably. He's a people eater. In terms of deep fried footwear, I guess it looks okay.
It says deep friend footwear. That's weird.
Shush.
Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing going down.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school.
Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam.
Trademark.
Trademark. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena.
God damn it.
But before you
Kill
can
me,
think
please.
about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk.
Is it my best friend who I got in a fight with? Hey Miriam, are you okay? Oh Jesus Christ, she looks anything but okay. She's mad.
Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor.
That's a weird way to describe things, but yeah, okay.
That's
How could he embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone?
We're gonna do this now.
Yep, we're
In
doing
front of
this.
everyone.
Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy.
He's a robot! I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone.
She is a strong, independent black woman.
Me and you,
who don't need no
we're
man.
gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City.
Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. Wait.
Embrace that shit, bitch.
Pick an emotion and stick with it, and she's crying again. You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me.
We're talking about the stallion. Oh, okay. No input from Pepe. Of course not. Well, maybe, sorta. But I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along.
Bring me along. Save my soul.
And we got the horse commentary back.
And he's back.
If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what?
It mentions Pop here, so I'm guessing if you pick Pop, she dates Pop instead.
Gross. You're a special person who...
Copyright claim.
Clank did not like that she could date Pop.
Now this episode has gone to...
You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow, and ain't that the fucking truth?
We've learned that lesson the hard way.
Yes, we have.
Miriam gives you a big
And right
hug
here, God!
and
We're not
wipes
talking
the
about you,
tears
bitch.
from her cheeks.
Talk about someone else.
I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup.
Ugh,
Split
gross.
pea soup. It's got half a pea. Because it's a tiny meal.
Stop it.
Oh.
And I bet that Professor Doge is going to love it up. Love it up. Okay.
While you were pep-talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch. But that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam.
Now I'm going to be fucking hangry. Here we go.
Hungry. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice a
hangry.
dish.
Very, very hangry.
This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent.
I challenge you to a
Duel.
No, not a fucking duel.
And a chance to beat the pants off Man and the supposed Man and his eviler counterpart, Ashley.
It's Ashley, bitch.
Ashley.
As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on. Tater Thoughts' famous chicken pot pie.
Okay, so wait a fucking minute. Is Colonel Sanders literally stealing all of our recipes to copyright them as his own and make money off of our recipes? Because if that's the case, I'm going to sue the fuck out of him.
Yeah, but he's
Yep,
paying you
yep,
in
yep, yep.
hot dickings.
I don't want his hot dickings. I can...
Finger licking hot dicking.
After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you. And
Good
you're able
on.
to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by
Get the
Colonel
fuck out of my
Sanders.
kitchen, old man.
Tater Thoughts, what are you doing here? There's still some time before the final exam.
I'm going to cut off your pinky finger. Keep it up.
Maybe you can make it an ingredient in your pot pie, bitch.
That's it. Give me your thumbs. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success and other things. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. Mm-hmm.
That's it, her nickname for Colonel Sanders. Victory.
Mm-hmm.
The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you.
Get the fuck out of my kitchen.
Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were cooking something delicious.
Bitch!
Like that sweet thing in that oven. I'd love to put a bun in.
Ew. That took me a second, and ew.
You usually happily share your food with anyone who's hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off.
And a hand.
That too. You
And
decide-
eyebrows.
Yeah, all those things. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when... Wait. Cliffhanger.
He's gonna rip his shirt off.
Next time on NerdFeed!
It was the peck dance. Titties.
See you guys on what is probably going to be the last episode of NerdFeed Plays. I love you, Colonel Sanders. It seems like we're reaching the end.
Bye, friends.
Goodbye.
Colonel Senpai.
Colonel
Stop.
Sanders Senpai.
Stop it, both of you. You're done.